Hey, what's up, Life Masters? Stefan James here from Project Life Mastery. I got an email today that I want to respond to. It's an email from someone that's been on this path, on this journey of success and mastery in their life. They have goals and dreams that they're trying to turn into a reality, but they feel stuck. They're struggling. They are allowing their past to hold them back. They have events in their past where other people said they're allowing that to infect their mind and their psyche that's preventing them from moving forward and creating the life they want. And I felt compelled to do a video like this and respond in this way because I feel there's so many of you out there that can relate. There's so many of you out there, they're also having those goals and ambitions, but you might be at a point where you feel like giving up. That maybe success is just not for you. Maybe you should settle in your life because it's so much easier and comfortable to do that than go through the pain of disappointment, of getting your hopes up and failing and not being where you want to be. You know, many people, they get to a point of learned helplessness where they believe that nothing will work for them. Why even bother? Why even try? And if that's you, then you showed up for the right video. You clicked on the right thumbnail. You know, guys, there's the haters out there on the internet, right? We all know them, we all see them. People that post negative things and they criticize everyone else and they doubt everyone else and they project their bullshit onto everyone else because they've given up on their goals and dreams. These haters out there and those trolls, they once had the same goals and aspirations that you and I did. But they went through the journey and they got beat up so much, they went through so much pain that they just gave up. And they're just so afraid of getting their hopes up and trying and believing that something can work. So they just decided that nothing will work for them and they've settled in their life. And that's why whenever there's an opportunity that's available, whenever there's someone that can help them, there could be an opportunity that could serve and change their life right here in front of them, but they're so afraid to believe that it can work and try and go for it. They just automatically assume it must be a scam or it's fake or the person's a liar or whatever it is because they don't want to get hurt again. They're trying to protect themselves from that. They're skeptical, they're cynical. You've got to be very careful because on the other side of giving up on your goals and dreams is that life and that reality where you're trying to bring everyone else down as a way for you to feel better about yourself. Because you gave up on your goals and dreams and you're trying to bring everyone else's down and be a pessimist, a parasite, really to everyone else. So listen, let me dive into this email and I'll go through it and I'll provide my response and coaching for you guys. It's from Vanessa. She says, "Hi, Stefan. I'm not sure if you'll get this or not, but I just want to say that your video that was sent to me this morning, which I'll add below, was a godsend." So the video she's referring to is the one I did on never settling in your life. She says, I fought with myself my whole life. I've had huge dreams my whole life. I've had beliefs so powerful that there was no doubt in my mind that they'll come true. But then they always come crashing down to show me the reality that I'm supposed to live. You see, I have this poisonous bug in my head, metaphorically speaking. It has always been there. I was told once by my school teacher that I was a defect. Certain types of people are meant to succeed, and I came from a family that hasn't. My ex-husband also told me that I came from a family that don't value education, and I'll probably fail at my goal, and I did. My mom said rich people are evil and selfish, so if I make money, I may feel isolated from my family. People have told me that I'm very talented creatively, and I have been my whole life, but it was mostly to escape. I'm trying so hard, I really am. I've been listening to Tony Robbins and your videos. I have days where I feel alive, successful, and high as a kite. And then someone will say something and I come crashing back down to reality. I feel like I'm competing with a brick wall. I can't kill this bug in my head. It sounds like I'm a little crazy, but I'm not. I just refer to this negative thing as a bug and I can't get rid of it no matter how hard that I try every day. If you ask me now if I believe that I'll succeed one day, I would say, yes, I do believe I will. But I don't know if I trust myself anymore if that's true or not. I have 2 beautiful daughters and all I want to do is make them proud of me. I made sure to set them up for success when they grow up. I told them every day that they can be and do whatever they want, and they have, and I'm so proud of them that they're not like my family. Yesterday I had a very bad day. Reality checks in again, and I think after a good run of feeling successful for the whole week, then this morning I thought for the first time in my whole life that maybe success isn't for me. Maybe I am a defect. Maybe success is just for certain people and not me, and that's why I keep getting knocked down. I'm just so tired. I'm tired of trying. Then I saw your video. It was really sent to me at a good time, and I just want to thank you personally. Thank you, yours sincerely, Vanessa. So Vanessa, I want to say thank you so much for sending this email to me and having the courage to share and be vulnerable in this way and to ask for help. Something that a lot of people are too afraid to do. They have too much pride. They're stubborn. But asking for help, and I respect and acknowledge you for that because it takes courage to do so. I'm going to share with you my response and what my impression is of this. The first thing, Vanessa, that I want you to understand is that no matter what you've been through in your life, no matter what your past has been, no matter how much you've failed, no matter what other people have said, no matter any of that, that none of that matters. None of that matters today because today is a brand new moment. It's a brand new opportunity. Your past is dead and gone. You have no control over that. So there's no point focusing on it. And as Tony Robbins says, your past does not equal your future, not unless you live there. You can't drive into the future of your life looking at the rearview mirror because you're always going to be held back by that. So you've got to understand that your past, as painful as it might have been, there's value in that you can take and extract and learn from it to take with you to make yourself better today. That's all you can do. That's the only value that your past can provide for you. And you've got to let go of everything else and understand today is a new moment, a new opportunity for you to be the person you want to be and create the life you want. That all your past has done is prepared you for this moment. It's prepared you for the future success that is waiting for you and beckoning you until you finally get to the point of just getting over it and moving forward. It's there. It's waiting for you, Vanessa. It's like your future is there. Your future you is saying, come on, you can do it. I believe in you. You're so close. And all you got to do is just continue to trust and keep moving forward. Did you know that every single year, your entire body, every cell, every atom of your body is renewed? Your body is constantly renewing itself. You're technically a brand new person today, a different person today than you were a year from now. The only reason why your life and other people's lives looks the same is that we keep running the same patterns, the same habits that make it seem like our life is the same as it was before. But again, right now, you can take on new beliefs, a new mindset, new identity for yourself that can truly change your entire life. You can take new actions to create the life you want. You've got to stop living from your past. You know, I've been through many moments in my life. I remember when I was young, and I got picked on a lot. When I was in high school, I went to 3 different high schools. It's very challenging. I always felt like I was the outsider. And I didn't have much confidence. I was very shy. I had other kids that saw me as a target to make fun of me as a way to elevate their status and to feel better and look cool in front of everyone else. And so I got bullied. And kids would say, you know, you're stupid, you're an idiot, you're ugly. They'd say those things, you're a loser. Because I didn't know who I was, I didn't have a strong identity and belief system, I allowed their opinions to define who I was. I got to a point where I thought, well, I guess they're right. Maybe I am stupid. Maybe I am ugly. Maybe I am a loser. And I started to believe it. I started to allow that to infect my mind and my psyche. And I got to a point where I realized how stupid that was. That there's no one that can define who I am but me. I'm in charge of my life and who I am. I get to decide who I want to be. I get to decide which belief systems serve me in my life. That I have this operating system, this hardware, and I get to upload into it the software that I want, the apps that I want that will serve and empower me. And that there's a fucking virus, I'm going to delete that shit because it's infecting the entire operating system and preventing all the other software and apps from running successfully. So that's just a virus that's entered into your mind that you got to get rid of it. And you decide what you want to be. I remember when I was 18, 19 years old, I took out a piece of paper and I wrote down, this is who I am. If I can be whoever I want to be, then this is who I'm going to be. from this day forward. And I wrote down, I am confident, I am attractive, I'm intelligent, I have potential, I can be successful, I am a success right now today. I am worthy, I am good enough, I am happy, I am grateful. All of that I wanted to be, I made a decision to be that way just by deciding to. It's a choice that you make. You have that power and that ability. Maybe no one told you that you have that ability, but you do. You get to decide the story for your life and which stories will empower and serve you. I'm only concerned about belief systems that will empower my life. Because our life, our interpretation of life, our reality is only our perception. That's it. Nothing has any meaning but the meaning that we give it. We are the meaning makers of our life. We get to interpret these events. And you know what people that are successful have done? Because everyone that's been successful, I want to tell you, they've also been through a lot of adversity. They've also had other people that have told them they're not going to succeed, that they're stupid, they're a defect. All of that bullshit. They've had toxic people in their life too. Don't be deluded to think that they had anything any easier than you have. The difference though between success and failure is that they didn't let that stop them. They acted in spite of it. They took charge of their mindset and their psychology, and they went for it anyways. They used that negativity as fuel and motivation to prove them wrong. You know, if you look at a Michael Jordan, he was cut from his high school basketball team. He could have given up right then and there. But he decided to use that as motivation to become the best basketball player of all time. If you look at all the other people throughout history, whether it's a Thomas Edison, you know, who thought, you know, the teachers said he's not going to amount to anything in his life, that his parents, you know, thought he was stupid and an idiot and all these negative things that he had to go through, but he didn't let that stop him. He just kept moving forward in his life because he never lost that belief and that faith. Never stop believing in yourself. You don't need other people to believe into you. You've got to believe in you. That's all that matters, is you believing in yourself, regardless of what everyone else thinks. Another thing I want to mention here is you've got to be very careful of metaphors. All metaphors have limits. So when you say there's a few metaphors you had, is that you have a poisonous bug in your head. That's not true. You're making that up. You're making that up. And whatever you make up in your mind when you use metaphors, you hypnotize yourself to believing that it is true. There's no bug in your head. Okay? Stop using that metaphor. Another metaphor that you had is that you're competing with a brick wall. Again, it's another metaphor that's not true. You see how we create stories that keep us stuck. They trap us. You've got to get to the truth. What is the truth? The truth will always set you free. See, this is all, you know, stories that you're creating. The truth is that you are capable of success. The truth is that you can achieve anything that you set your mind to. There's been thousands, if not millions, of examples throughout history of people that have defied the odds and overcome adversity and struggle in their life to become successful, and you can too. That have, in fact, even been through a lot worse than you and I have. And they become inspirations for us. So the truth is that if they can do it, then you can as well. The truth is that you have the potential. The truth is that you have the resources that are available to you, but you've got to reassociate yourself with the truth and not buy into the stories of your mind. Because listen, you've got to understand that your brain, your mind is not designed to make you successful or happy. It's not going to do any of that for you. That's your job. Your brain is a survival mechanism that's been around to keep you safe and comfortable, to protect you. So it's always going to look for what's missing. It's always going to look for what's wrong. It's always going to look out and point out negative things and potential threats and dangers as a way to protect yourself. Fear is a good thing. Fear is what has kept us safe and alive to this point throughout humanity and throughout history. It's done its job. But we live in a different world today where that fear doesn't serve us in the same way because we don't face the same dangers that we did thousands of years ago. So you got to understand your mind is always going to look for what's wrong. It's always going to create BS. It's always going to have negative thoughts. You cannot win that battle. You wrote here that you're trying to kill the bug. You'll never win that. In fact, whatever you resist will persist. The more that you try to fight it, the worse that it'll get. The solution to it is not to listen to it, is understand that your thoughts are not your thoughts. Okay, your thoughts are just your mind trying to warn you of things and protect you. And all you got to do is you hear the thought and you say, thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Anything disempowering that comes up, delete, delete. And you know what? It goes away. It gets smaller. You know, there's Buddhist principles of meditation and calming the mind, learning to calm the mind. The world we live in today, our mind is overactive. We got to learn how to calm the mind and learn how to observe our thoughts and have non-judgment towards them, not attached to any of them. That's a training you can do. If you don't meditate already, you should. I don't know how anyone cannot meditate today in the world we live in of technology and distraction and things that are basically making us have ADHD. It's insane that our brains aren't mentally prepared to deal in this world that we live in today, and we got to consciously learn how to calm the mind through meditation and getting out of our head as much and more living in our body and our heart and our spirit, because there's no limits to that. So the truth is, Vanessa, you can be, do, have, and experience anything you want. You've been through a lot of pain. You're allowing your past to control you, and you're believing your past. You're believing these thoughts in your head instead of disassociating from them. You got to understand your mind is like a sentry on a ship. A sentry on a ship, its job, just like your mind, is to point out threats. Look out for this, look out for that, watch out. You're not good enough. Watch out for the failure. Be careful here and there. That's your mind doing its thing, but you got to remember that you are the captain of the ship. You are the captain. You direct the ship, not the sentry. The sentry is just warning you of things. Your mind is like an over-worried mother. You listen to it too much, it's going to drive you crazy. So be careful with that. And understand when other people say these things, you got to have a filter in your head. You got to ask yourself, if I were to wake up tomorrow and have their life, would I be happy? If the answer is no, then you don't fucking listen to those people. Your mom, even though she might be an amazing person, she's projecting her model of the world, her limiting beliefs around rich people and selfishness, they're selfish and evil, projecting that onto you. But you got to ask yourself, do you want the life that she has? If the answer is no, you can love your mom, but you should not listen to her. I'm grateful I didn't listen to other family members and people out there as well, because I'd have their life and not the life of my potential and the life that I want. So be very careful of that as well. I also want you to let you know that I mentioned that the people that are successful, they've gone through those same hurdles and they decided not to let that stop them. In fact, they use that pain to drive and fuel them. That's what makes an inspiration. Right now, you have an opportunity to be an inspiration to others, because no one's inspired by the person that had the easy path of success. That doesn't inspire anyone. They're inspired by the person that hit rock bottom, the person that lost everything, the person that had so much adversity, so many hurdles, and they overcame it, they conquered it, and they succeeded in spite of that. That is what becomes a role model and an inspiration to everyone else. You have that opportunity right now. And you got to know that, success is not like this. Okay, there will be bad days. There will be challenges. It sounds like you're doing a lot of great things, that you're getting momentum, but you're beating yourself up. You do well for a week, and then you have a bad day, and you're beating yourself up. Listen, that's okay. You're not acknowledging the good week that you had. You're not acknowledging all the good that you did. You can't build success off of failure. You build success off success. You get momentum from it. The good that you're doing, when you focus on it, you reinforce it and you want to do more, because whatever gets rewarded gets repeated. So as long as you keep beating yourself up for having a bad day, for not being perfect, your brain is going to think, why even try? Why even bother? All I'm getting is pain for trying. Acknowledge and celebrate the progress that you've made. You had a week that you said you're feeling successful, you're doing a lot of great things, and you had a bad day. And you decided that out of that one bad day, you became, a little bit too dramatic about it, it sounds like, where you're like, success isn't for me, maybe I am a defect, all that. All you had was a bad day. Don't make it bigger than it is. Okay, you're not acknowledging the great week that you had, all the good that you had, and you've got to feed off that. And one thing that I'd recommend you do is every day focus on all the good that you did that day. Acknowledge and reward yourself every day for it. For me, I acknowledge myself for the littlest things that I do. If I go to the gym, I am so happy and proud of myself for doing that. Even though I've been to the gym 1,000 times, I'm proud of myself like it's the first time. I don't take for granted the fact that I pushed myself to go to the gym that day. I pat myself in the back, I look myself in the mirror, I say, great job, Stefan, I'm proud of you. Don't wait for anyone else to give you that acknowledgement, because you might not get it from your parents, from your peers, from everyone else. You got to give that to yourself. That's your job. Acknowledge yourself for the good that you're doing. Write down, keep track. I went to the gym this day. I did my morning ritual. I woke up early. I ate a healthy meal today. I took this action in my life, this action in my business. Every little thing. The more you acknowledge it and reward yourself for it and celebrate it, the more of that you will have and bring into your life, the more you will attract into your life. Instead of going a whole week and then beating yourself up because you're not perfect and you had a bad day, and then making things a lot bigger than it really needs to be. So like I said, success is not like this. It's like you're making progress and then you make a dip. Right? You get frustrated, you beat yourself up, and then you make progress again. You get back on track, and then you fall off, and you get back on track, and it's that process over time that gets you to where you want to go. I said in another video that success is going from failure to failure to failure to failure without losing enthusiasm along the way. That's the mindset you got to have, and understand there really is no failure. You got to embrace it as a learning opportunity, as feedback that makes you better and stronger and equips you for future success. That's how every person that's successful has always looked at it. So the mindset that you've got to adopt is really what you need to get to where you want to go, and just take in the beliefs that you need and want that will empower you. I recommend write out the beliefs that you want that will serve you in your life. Whatever beliefs those are. I am confident, I am good enough, I am unstoppable, whatever that is for you that excites you, that you want to have, that you need to get to where you want to go. Say them out loud every day as affirmations. Speak them out loud with intensity, with enthusiasm, and ingrain those in your psyche, because all the negative bullshit, the only reason why you believe it, other people said it to you, or you said it enough times to yourself, or you believed it. And you've got to rewrite that program, delete that virus, upload the software you need by doing affirmations every day to feed your mind with the belief systems that you need that will empower your life. Do that every day for 30 days. That will empower you. In fact, one thing that I want to give you, Vanessa, as a gift is my Morning Ritual Mastery course. I've got a course called Morning Ritual Mastery. I'll send it to you for free. It's a 7-day program that will teach you how to create an empowering ritual in your life. This is how I shape myself and my life. Been doing it for over 16 years. Every morning, I condition myself, my mindset to be the person I want to be. Every day, I'm getting better. Every day, I'm conditioning the beliefs, the mentality, the body, the spirit, everything, the emotions that I need to be the person that I want to strive and become in my life. So listen, I'll hook you up with that program. That will benefit you. But create a morning ritual to condition yourself and set yourself up and start to love yourself. Love yourself a lot more. Love yourself unconditionally. If you're beating yourself up, it's a recipe for pain and failure, and you're not going to get to where you want to go. And understand that success is a process. It's different for everybody. Don't be attached to the result. Understand and appreciate the process along the way. The process will lead to the results. I've shared this before. When I first started learning internet marketing, it took me 3 years before I really made any money. 3 years of learning and trying, and laziness and overcoming procrastination, all the bullshit I had to deal with that prevented me from succeeding. Some people, they've already got that, right? Some people, they didn't have to go through what you and I went through, and they have an opportunity to start a business. It's easy for them. But for someone like myself and many others, we have demons from our past and limiting habits and fears and all these things that we had to overcome. And everyone has a different journey. And because I went through that and I made it to the other side of where I am today, I can be an inspiration to everyone else and impact millions of people's lives. So I look at the pain and the failure, the challenges I went through. I'm so grateful I did not give up, and I kept my faith and belief alive, because it made me who I am, and it has allowed me to be able to be a role model and fulfill my true destiny and mission. And there's a destiny for you as well. There's a mission, there's a purpose for you. This is all part of the plan. This is all part of the journey. Nothing happens by mistake. Everything happens the way it's supposed to. And everything in life has a purpose, and it's serving you if you decide to let it serve you in your life. It's empowering you. So you just got to find what that good is and keep reminding yourself of what you want and where you want to be, and keep making progress. Keep learning, keep growing, keep taking action, keep investing in yourself. Get the help that you need, get the mentorship, get the coaching, work on your mindset, have the self-awareness, do your rituals every day. It's a process. It took me many years. So don't give up. Keep going. I believe in you. I believe in you. And sometimes it's just that one opportunity that you need. Maybe it's not what you're doing right now. Maybe there's another opportunity that comes up. And maybe it's not. Maybe you invest in the next opportunity and maybe it's not for you. That's okay. Keep going until you find the one that is your big break and is your big success. Because I tried many things before I succeeded. Many different things. But I just didn't give up. I kept trying the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And before you know it, I found what my gifts were and my purpose and my mission was. And it changed everything for me. So trust the process. Keep going through the process. Keep working and growing and improving yourself. And you'll be there. You'll be there. And if anything else, you got to look at who you're becoming along the way, because, man, the character that you're developing, the confidence, the beliefs, the versatility, the resilience, the determination, all of those character traits that you're developing right now is so valuable and will serve you. I look at my days of desperation and pain and hardship as my greatest times, my greatest days. I learned so much from that. Those are my greatest moments, more than any moment of success, because I learned so much and I was shaped so much by that than any other time in my life. So keep going. Keep your eyes on the horizon. Forget about the past. Let's learn from it. Keep your eyes moving forward on where you want to go, and don't lose sight of that. So, Vanessa, thank you so much for watching. I believe in you. Everyone else that's watching this as well. Hopefully this can inspire and serve you. If you enjoyed this, of course, give a thumbs up, leave a comment below, give some support to Vanessa, and if you want more videos like this, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.